So, do I have the big Black Ops 4 scam, or do I just have a calm and collected little discussion about how we are getting ripped off yet again by Activision and subsequently Treyarch? Number one, there's no campaign. Now, a lot of people might be like, and don't care, but a lot of people do. Now, if you consider that every Call of Duty has had a campaign mission. Everyone has had a campaign mission, except this one. Now, don't get me wrong, Black Ops 3's campaign mission was a bit strange, shall we say, a bit left field, sort of David Lynch type weirdness. It really was just, it didn't really play or even look like a Call of Duty campaign, classic Call of Duty campaign. You know, primarily because it dealt with a lot of things to deal with the mind and things like that. It was just a bit too far out there. Hence why when they did the campaign mission for Black Ops 4, it must have been really, really off the track for Activision to turn around and say, you either need to scrap it or rewrite it, because you're not putting that in the game. So they elected to bin it, basically, and then cover their tracks, because they fucked up by lying to everyone and saying, no, we didn't plan a campaign to begin with, we're doing things differently. No, you did. You messed up. You scrapped it. You didn't have enough time to redo the campaign. So it's annoying that for the first time we ain't getting a campaign. I didn't really like the Black Ops 3 campaign. It just, I don't know. Like I say, it's too weird. And then you play the multiplayer and they got all these specialist characters who weren't even really in the campaign. You know, it's just weird. Completely weird. So, for me, no campaign is a big miss. You know, it's a staple of a Call of Duty game. What else we got? The maps. Now, what the maps are. So far, I'm aware of 9 maps plus 4 remakes. And I think that's horrendous. And a lot of people are like, oh, I can't wait, 9 maps, 4 classics, yes. Okay. But they are classic maps. They're not even re-envisioned. So they don't really have anything to do with the Black Ops 4 multiplayer and its timeline. And then you're getting these, what do we got? Firing Range, Summit, and Jungle, which are Black Ops 1. So the Vietnam Cold War era. And then Slums, which is near future for Black Ops 2. It's, I don't know. I mean, what can you say? It's not enough. We all went berserk with Sledgehammer over their 9 multiplayer maps for World War II. And the fact that we all think, and we all probably know, and it probably is 100% true, that they sliced 3 of those maps and packaged them as DLC. Hence, you got 9. And everyone was up in arms about it. Obviously, we all forget about it and get on with it and look for the next DLC or the next game or whatever, but 9 brand new maps. When you think that this studio supposedly didn't have a campaign planned. So all they had to do was multiplayer and zombies, because the Blackout is being handled by Beanox and Raven. So they got some input in it, but not a lot. So why aren't we not having 12 brand new maps, 13 brand new maps, and chuck in the classics? I'm all for that, but I'd like at least a decent amount of brand new maps to go with the multiplayer, to go with a brand new game. But it just seems as though it's like, you know what, do one. We're not interested. We don't care what you think. And tough. You don't like it? Don't buy the game. And that's fair enough. You know, and I can understand that. But at the same time, you do have to care about your customers. You know, you have to care about your customers. There's no ifs, buts, and babies about it. At the end of the day, 9 multiplayer maps, possibly 10, isn't good enough. It's one more than, you know, it's at the moment, it's 9 multiplayer maps, but, you know, it's shocking. It should be more than that. You know, I expect classic maps to be remade and dropped in as DLC, which we're not getting. But, you know, that just lack of maps again. You know, and the maps you play on the beta were so congested. You know, that they force gunfights all the time. You know, confrontations and all that. There's no real huge lines of sight so that you can sit off in the back and you know, snipe or whatever. You know, they talk about how there's only one sniper gun that's going to be equipped to be quick scoping, but yet when I played the beta, I got quick scoped by every available sniper rifle that was there. I think there was 2 available to use, and I got quick scoped by both of them. So again, another lie. And like I say, it's just so if you pull out the big score streaks, everyone's all inside, undercover. So what is the point of having huge score streaks like the AC-130, you know, when you can't get any decent kill streaks on it? You cannot go absolutely ham on it because every fucker's inside. It's ridiculous. You know, well, that kind of brings you down to the Black Ops Pass as well, really, in terms of how are they going to drip feed the maps? Now, previously, you had 4 multiplayer maps and a zombies. So you'd have 3 brand new, one rehash, right? Except for this year. But because we have the war mode, you know, the rehash it's been 3 maps and a war mode. You know. So how are they gonna drip feed for, what's that, 3, 6, 9, 12 maps? 4 DLCs, 3 maps, that's 12. That's 12 maps, isn't it? You know. Are we gonna get one map a month? Is that it with the rehashes? Are we gonna get more rehash? Are we just gonna get classic? They're just gonna throw in more classic maps. There you go. There's your well spent with your Black Ops Pass. Here's another classic map. You know, a classic map that doesn't tie into the future setting of Black Ops 4. I know. Again, the congested maps all built around esports. Stop making Call of Duty an esport game. It's not an esport. Well, it could be an esport game. It obviously is. But just keep it, because your biggest consumer isn't esports, right? It's people like me who spend the money and buy the game year in, year out. We are the customers. We are the loyal fans that buy this game. And I preferred it Let's see. I would say the last probably decent one was Black Ops 2. As much as I like Ghosts, Black Ops 2 is probably the last decent one. And that wasn't built around esports. That was built purely as a fun FPS shooter. You know, it was fantastic. You know, I mean, we won't know how good or how bad the game is until it drops next week. I'm looking forward to Blackout. I really, really enjoyed Blackout when I played it. Really enjoyed it. And I can't wait for it to come out. I think I'm probably going to end up playing that more than I will multiplayer. I think I'll just probably dip my toes in every now and again and think, yeah, this is why I'm playing Blackout all the time. Multiplayer sucks ass, or maybe they've had a revamp of it in the space between the beta and it drops. And I could be completely different. And in fairness, I find zombies too complicated. You know, I just want to go in, shoot some zombies, collect weapons, and that's it. All this thing about having to, you know, get power on and you've got to do this kind of Easter egg to get this up and going, and it's like, no. I'm sorry. This old brain, it can't hack it. So, it is what it is. So yeah, just literally another big scam by Activision, perpetrated by Treyarch, who are obviously paid. You know, they're owned by Activision, but it's just, it's annoying. I want Call of Duty to be really good. I really, really do. And if Activision are going to keep on being greedy and really not listening to its fan base or even giving a toss about its fan base, then the franchise is screwed. Perfectly honest with you, because I mean, look at them now. You know, look at them now. This is what you're getting now. It's only going to get worse. Hopefully it doesn't. It may get better, but personally, I think it's just going to get worse. You know, and these people saying, "Oh, it's time to pick a new game" and all this. You know, no, it's not. No, I'm sticking with it, and I've stuck with it with some of the bad games. You know, some of the hassles. You know, the loot crate system, which is a complete rip-off. And it is. The whole loot crate system is designed to rip you off. You know, you get nothing back. It's not as bad as Black Ops 3, mind you. You know, you could be grinding for hours, getting crates, spending loads of money on crates, and you just don't get anything. Nothing worth decent. It's a bit like this here, really. Supply drops. Nope, I ain't got none. But it is what it is. And those are my thoughts and views on the current situation of Black Ops 4. It's a scam. And don't get me wrong, I've pre-ordered it, so I'm fully aware of the fact I'm getting scammed, and I'm stupid enough to still go ahead and buy it. But hey, I guess that's what being a fan of of this franchise is, really. It's the how are we going to get ripped off by the next game? You know, and it's just that's it. You can't escape it. Activision are milking this horse till it's gonna be just a dry husk. It really is. and so annoying. Really is annoying. But yeah, that's it really. I ain't got nothing else to say other than it's a scam. Please be aware. And see you on the next one. Scammers. Unbelievable.